Georgia. Dr. Don with you in the Southern Union State Community College Live Severe Weather Center this afternoon. We are watching a mess across East Alabama and West Georgia. We have two areas of concern at this hour. Let me say that these storms are not severe, but we have one storm cell down here in Chambers County that could potentially go severe. So we're going to stay with you for a few minutes and watch what develops. It is 5:21 p.m. Central, 6:21 p.m. Eastern on your Tuesday afternoon, and let's start down here in Chambers County. Then we'll take you up to the north, and we'll take a look at Randolph as well. So between Lafayette and back over toward Lynette, West Point, Valley, back up toward the Kia plant, it's just ferocious out there right now. We're talking blinding rain, possibly some small hail. We have a couple of hail markers showing up down here. Hail probability at 70% down here between Valley and Lynette, right there along I-85. And there's a 10% chance that it is severe hail. The radar thinks it's about a ½ inch in diameter, so that's still big enough to put some dents in your automobile. So if you're traveling I-85 and you're south of Valley, you might want to pull over and let this thing move on before you drive through it. And if you're southbound, well, there's not a whole lot you can do here. If you're southbound, you're north of Moreland, get off the interstate. But if you're anywhere between Moreland and the Valley exit on I-85, you're just in a mess right now. And this is moving off to the northeast. And then we come up here in eastern Chambers County, just to the east of Lafayette, back over toward Amity Park. We've got some pretty heavy thunderstorms showing up right there as well. Again, just blinding rainfall taking place across this portion of East Alabama and West Central Georgia. And then, of course, where you see the red and the yellows, that's very heavy rainfall, too. So basically from Milltown up in north, West Chambers County down to Marcoot, down to Lafayette. Highway 50 from Lafayette out to Lynette is just a washout right now as well. And again, this stuff is moving off to the northeast this afternoon. And so, you folks up here in northern Chambers County, places like Standing Rock back over into northern Troup County, it's coming your way. Roanoke, this eventually is coming your way. I think the absolute heaviest part of it, though, is probably going to end up right there where Randolph, Chambers, Hurd, and Troup all come together in this area right there around Standing Rock. This stuff down here, where the hail marker is located, that's going right into that area where all four of those counties come together. Now, back over here toward LaGrange, from LaGrange all the way back up to Hoganville, pretty nasty line of showers and thunderstorms taking place there as well. Also showing some hail markers over there. That one is showing a 90% chance of hail up there just south of Hoganville. The one right there at LaGrange, only about a 20% chance. All right, let's go up here to Randolph County. You folks in Roanoke, it's okay right now, but all this stuff down here in Chambers County is coming your way. You know, typically our storms come out of the southwest or the west. This is one of those semi-rare occasions where the storms are going to be coming up from the south. So if you're in Roanoke, be looking to your south. That's where your weather's going to come from. Maybe a little bit of hail right here along the Randolph County, Chambers County line, just south of the Dickert community, or a little bit southeast of Dickert, probably coming up on Louanna Road about now. And that's going to continue crossing over Highway 22 between Roanoke and Dickert here in just the next few minutes. Now, up here in northern Randolph County, basically from Cragford over here in Clay County, back up to Ophelia, just to the south of Swag, back up to Newell. We've got a search and rescue mission underway up here now. The Randolph County Rescue Squad is up there working, looking for an individual. And so This thing's right on top of them up there. I'm not showing a hail marker, but we do have very heavy rainfall taking place up there around the Newell area, between Newell and Hawk at this hour as well. Bear with me because I'm looking at several different products here, and I want to go offline and look at something of interest right quick. We have a special weather statement that's been issued. This is going to be that's Southeast Alabama. All right, so let me look at one other thing right quick. We've got some significant lightning that's taking place around the Marston's Crossroads area there in Randolph County, from Marston's Crossroads back down to Woodland and just north of Wedowee. But this stuff down here in Chambers County, the lightning output on this stuff down here in Chambers County is just unbelievable. So tremendous amount of lightning, basically from Lafayette back over to West Point Lake, down there around Valley, and then all the way back to Waverly and all the way down to Opelika. Just a tremendous amount of lightning. Also up there around LaGrange, back up to around Hoganville. I-85 is just a nightmare right now, basically from just south of Newnan all the way to Auburn. So if you had travel plans in that area, don't do it. And I'll go back down here and show you what I'm talking about. And you see some stuff down here south of I-85, down here south of Palmetto, that's also moving north. So the entire stretch of I-85, really from Atlanta all the way to Auburn, is just going to be a complete washout here in the next hour or so, and that's going to continue for a bit. These storms are generally drifting to the north at about 20 miles per hour. All right, so let's go take a look at a couple of different products here. And this is the radar composite. This will give us a little different look at things. Now, I can almost guarantee you on the radar composite where you see the dark reds, that's where the absolute worst weather is taking place. So down here along I-85, between Valley and Lynette, I mean right over I-85, from Hughley up to the Shawmut exit, and then up there around the Kia Motors plant. We've just got blinding rain right there. I mean, you probably would have a hard time seeing your hand in front of your face right there. And you see the lightning bolts. We've got lightning popping the ground down there as well. And then back up in Randolph, from, like I said, from about Cragford up to Ophelia. Then there's a little bit of a break in the action, and it picks up again up there around Newell, just to the north and northwest of Woodland. That's going to continue lifting off to the northeast. So let's zoom back out and give you the big picture here. It's a stormy afternoon across the southeastern United States, but the areas are kind of defined here on the radar. You see there's a pocket up there in northwest Alabama, and then we have this stuff across East Alabama, and then back over here in middle Georgia. We've got several areas of heavy thunderstorms taking place over there as well. All right, so let's go back to the NextRad Pro. And this is scanning from Birmingham. And let's go back down the county level and take a look at this again. Now, we've got rain over here in Clay County. We've got rain down here in Tallapoosa County, stretching on down into southern Tallapoosa County, just north of Tallahassee. We've got some heavy rain down there as well. But this stuff over here in central and northern Randolph, and particularly this stuff down here in Chambers County, that's where the heavy activity is taking place right now. Again, no warnings in effect at the moment. I'm going to turn a couple of more products on. I tell you what, too, let me go look. velocity, and you can see that we do have a little wind. We do have a little wind, and those counties that are in blue there, they're going to be special weather statements that's just popped up. You see the green inside the red. That's way too broad to be any type of tornado, and we really don't have an atmosphere for tornadoes this afternoon. But that is an indication that we have some wind in these cells. So over there in eastern Chambers County, they're just south of Holiday Park, probably easily some 35, maybe 40 mile per hour wind gusts taking place there. And then the same thing right there around Lynette, all the way up to the Kia Motors plant, and then all along I-85, all the way up to around Moreland. We probably have some wind gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour within these storms. Let's go up here and look at Randolph. I'm not really seeing anything there, maybe a little bit of wind just to the southwest of the Newell community or just north of Wedowee. So let me take a look at these special weather statements. You folks in the chat room, I will come over there and take a look at that in just a few moments. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be a good time to post those. I'll take a look at that in just a few minutes. All right, so this is a significant weather advisory for southeastern Randolph County. That's going to be down there along the Chambers County line. Let me go back to the reflectivity. This statement is going to be for this area of Randolph County. We're talking basically from Roanoke back out to Rock Mills. A significant weather advisory for southeastern Randolph County and northern Chambers County until 6 p.m. Doppler radar is tracking a strong thunderstorm along a line extending from near Trammell Crossroads to near Riverview. Movement was to the northeast at 35 miles per hour, winds in excess of 40 miles per hour. See, I told you that before I ever read the advisory. 40 mile per hour winds will be possible with these storms. Locations impacted will include Roanoke, Stroud, Lakeview, Fredonia, Post Oak Forks, Amity Park, Standing Rock, Welch, Pennon. Maybe. Pennon's right on the edge of it. Dickert, Rocky Point, Rock Mills, Stroud Creek, and Roanoke Municipal Airport. All right, I was just checking some other things there. Also, let's look at the Troup County advisory. Significant weather advisory for eastern Troup County and western Meriwether County until 6:45 p.m. Eastern. Strong thunderstorms located over LaGrange, moving to the northeast at around 15 miles per hour, up to 40 mile per hour winds. Frequent cloud-to-ground lightning and heavy rain. Impact expected will be some minor tree damage, maybe some limbs, as that storm continues to move off to the northeast. So that's a look at the advisories that we've got out there right now. Again, these storms are below severe limits. However, they are pretty strong. So we thought we would jump in here and talk to you about this a little bit this afternoon. There's a couple of things that we have done with our weather app, and we needed to check those things in a live situation anyway, so this kind of worked out to be a good situation where we typically don't go live for thunderstorms that are below severe limits, but occasionally, if it's a particular situation, then we will. And so it all worked out this afternoon, so that's why we're here. All right, so let me go up here and take a look at the board. Hello, Wedowee. Thank you. Chad Cook. Good evening, Dr. Don. I'm doing fine. And we thank you, Chad, for watching us from LaGrange. Let's see. What else we got up here? Somebody's got volume with a question mark. Are we having audio trouble? Because everything looks good on this end. Somebody let me know if they can hear me okay. Any tornado activity in Roanoke? Amanda, no, there will be no tornado activity. I mean, anytime there's a thunderstorm, you can't say 100% no, but the atmosphere is not conducive for thunderstorms this afternoon. I mean, for tornadoes this afternoon. So I'm not concerned about tornado activity today. Well, let's see what else we've got here. Deborah Brown's watching us. Terrell Tucker. So y'all are having trouble hearing me. Is that what I'm hearing? Because everything looks good on this end. All right, y'all hang with me just a second. Let me see here if I can figure out what the deal is. Yeah, just bear with me just 1 second. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I can hear myself on the return, so apparently it is working. Okay, all right, yeah, so Tim says he hears me in Wedowee. I can hear myself on the return, so apparently it is working. All right, so, okay. All right, well, thanks, guys. I appreciate the heads up, letting me know that it's okay. I'm not sure why some folks may be having a problem. Now, if you are watching on YouTube, you may have to click the unmute button on your speaker. But you folks watching on Facebook, you folks that are watching on Dr. Don's weather app, yeah, you should be able to hear me just fine. I've had a couple of people say that they're having trouble hearing me, so I was trying to troubleshoot right quick and see if there was an issue on my end, and everything looks perfect here. So, all right, so we're going to go with it's working. And again, the levels look really good on this end. So there's one person there that just said that the audio was low. Just, I guess, make sure your volume's turned all the way up, because I'm pegging on this end. I mean, it's I really can't turn it up a whole lot more. So, all right. So, okay. All right. Thanks, guys. All right. Let's go back to weather talk. If you do have any comments, though, if there's any questions you have about what you're looking at on the screen, let us know. And then we will be able to answer those questions for you. No tornado activity is expected over the anywhere across East Alabama this afternoon. This is just not a tornado setup. So, okay, I think what the problem was that doggone music. Yeah, I think that's what the problem was. It was too loud, and I apologize for that. We're going to do something to make sure that doesn't happen again. Folks, you got to understand, I spent 25, almost 30 years in broadcast radio. And, we are creatures of habit. And in radio, quiet is bad. So when you spend that much time doing something and you have to have something, you have to have something on air, because if you don't, it's called dead air. And that's when the phone rings and it's the boss. So I just have to have something going on behind me. And so that's why I play that music. Now, sometimes what I hear and how it ends up hearing on your end is different. And occasionally it's too loud. But we're going to fix that, so that will never be a problem again. Okay, everybody's telling me we're good now. All right, so let's go back to weather. The heaviest part of this storm now has actually moved on into Georgia. No doubt it is raining big time down here in southeast Randolph County, eastern Chambers County. Heavy rainfall now around Roxton in Randolph County. Heavy rainfall from Potash back over to Wedowee, up around Napoleon, Woodland. It's pouring up here in Newell, back over toward Bucktown, Foster's Crossroads, Swag. Highway 431's a washout from the county line all the way back down to Wedowee to Roanoke. Some heavy rain there in Roanoke. But the heaviest part of this storm that was sitting down here in Chambers County, what really prompted me to go ahead and go live, has now moved on over here into Troup County. I-85 still from Valley all the way up, I-85 up here to around Hogansville, Grantville, Moreland. I-85 is just a tough mess right now. I just wouldn't be out there. But that's where the heaviest rain is falling right now. So it looks like Randolph may escape the heaviest part of this particular cell. Hogansville, you're getting hammered all the way up there to the Heard County line. We've got some hail markers showing up there as well. And then when we zoom back out, you can see that the heaviest rainfall right now, and the heaviest thunderstorms in Alabama, going to be up there from Cherokee County down into Cleburne, back over to Calhoun, and then down through Randolph, eastern, southeastern Randolph, extreme eastern Chambers, and back over into Troup over to the Meriwether County line. And then if I zoom out a little bit more, you can see some more stuff back over here in West Alabama, particularly northwest Alabama. That stuff should move off to the east, northeast. That should not be an issue for East Alabama. And also, once we start losing the heat of the day, then these storms are going to start calming down anyway. Not really a severe weather setup across Alabama today. We're in more of a summertime pattern. This is not springtime stuff. We don't have cold fronts coming in and hitting hot air and vice versa. This is afternoon heating type storms. We do have a lot of tropical moisture over us right now because of that low pressure system that washed out over Mississippi. And that's going to hang around for several more days, and we're going to stay in this tropical pattern probably for most of next week. But then after that, we'll dry up a little bit, and then we'll go back to scattered afternoon thunderstorms again. It's a cycle. When you go through this time of year in the southeast, you know how it works. But severe weather, widespread severe weather, really will not be an issue now in the southeast until we get into the fall months. Later toward the end of this summer. Not to say we can't have a severe storm at any time during the year. We can, and we do, but the severe weather season has pretty much come to an end for the summer, and then it'll pick back up again in late August or early October, mid-October, something like that. So, for those of you that are watching us on Facebook, and for those of you that are watching us on YouTube, let me invite you to go over to drdonwx.com. That's our website. And there you can download our brand new Dr. Don weather app. We put this up 2-3 weeks ago. We've been doing some tweaking on it and making some changes. Those of you that are watching us on the app today, if you got a lot of notifications about an hour ago that said no alerts have been issued for this county, that county, we're setting that up. So that's why you got those. You won't get those all the time. Henceforth, you'll only get them when there is an advisory or an alert issued for that particular county. So we're changing this all the time. We've just put up a brand new chat room over there. That will be available for you guys that love to talk about weather. You can go there and talk about weather anytime. That's on the app. Also, there's a place there for you to upload your weather pics. If you're taking pictures of bad weather or good weather or just beautiful weather, you can post them over there, and I'll get those, and we'll use them when we do our primetime forecast every day. Of course, the radar is there. You can watch my primetime forecast. The blogs that I put out will be there. So we invite you to go over there to drdonwx.com. That's the website. And there's a link there that will carry you over to either the Google Play Store or the App Store where you can download Dr. Don's weather app. And we invite you to do that. Everything Dr. Don is at drdonwx.com. If you'd like to support us, you can go there. There's a link at the top of the page where you can support us as well. All right, so let's go back to the radar, and we'll take one more look at it. We're going to wrap things up here in just a few moments because, again, we do not have any severe weather out there. Some pretty heavy thunderstorms and some very heavy rainfall, especially down here on I-85. It's still a mess from Valley all the way through Troup County, back up into Meriwether County, and then going on back up toward Newnan. I was in Newnan this afternoon. It was a beautiful day until I got out of there, and then it hit. It all broke loose. And then if you're traveling north of Atlanta, some stuff up there around Roswell and Marietta as well. And then in Randolph County, from the county line down there at Welch, through Roanoke, up through Wedowee, and then all the way up to the Cleburne County line. Pretty wet ride right now, but all that's going to be moving off to the northeast as well. You folks in Heard County, on the western side of the county, you've got some heavy cells coming in there just west of Franklin. And then up here in Carroll County, from about Bucktown to just south of Bowden. This stuff coming out of Randolph County, coming right up 100. We'll be coming into Bowden here in just a few moments. Carrollton, you've probably still got another 30 minutes or so before this stuff gets to you, but it will. It's coming your way. All right, so let me go back. You're welcome, Miss Cecilia. She's over there in Pennon. She is a supporter of Dr. Don's weather page, and we appreciate you, Miss Cecilia. Let me go back up here and see if there's anything that I can answer for you guys. Yes, the iPhone app is $5.99, and that is a one-time thing. It's not monthly. It's one time, and then the Android is $2.99. You guys know Apple charges how should I put this? They are very proud of their product, so it costs a lot more to publish an app in the Apple Store versus the Android side of things. So that's why the iPhone is a little bit more than the Android, just to kind of help offset that cost. And it's one time. The cost is going to be every year on the back end. And we're working on some ways we can offset that as well. So $5.99 for the iPhone, $2.99 for the Android. Thank you, Bree. I appreciate you getting your app. We've got a lot of folks that are on the app over there now, and we appreciate that. All right, just looking to see if there's anything else out there that you guys have any questions. I'll be glad to answer them for you. It's 5:48 Central, and I'm going to leave the radar up and hang with you probably for about another 5 minutes or so. There's Miss Mary. Let's go down here to Frog Eye. See what we got going on. See if in her, ooh, wow, that was a little too personal. Yeah, look at there. Look at that Miss Mary down here at Frog Eye. Yeah, just some really light rain right now. Hey, look, speaking of Newnan, I hope you guys got your tickets to attend the Alan Jackson concert coming up on the 26th. That's why I was in Newnan today, as a matter of fact, my paying daytime job. I'm going to be working that show, and we were down there doing a site assessment today. But I hope you got your tickets. Well, if you don't have your tickets, you're not going to be able to get them because it's sold out in 1 hour. Expecting right around 20,000 people for the show on the 26th of June. In Newnan, of course, all the benefits will go back to the tornado victims there in Newnan. And it's going to be a great show. Looking forward to it. But the heaviest weather right now, no question, is in Troup County. It's right there along and just south of I-85, from just north and west of Pine Mountain all the way back up to LaGrange, back over to the Chambers County, Troup County line near Holiday Park, and then back up to the northeast corner of Troup County, up there just north of Hogansville. Some really heavy rain right there and probably some hail. And then 85 all the way up to Moreland is just a river right now. Now, from that point all the way back up to Atlanta, not too bad. Let me go back to the Let me go back to the composite, though, because make sure we're seeing everything. Yeah, that's good. So on the composite, again, and you'll hear meteorologists talk about reflectivity, and then they'll talk about composite. Generally, reflectivity, they're on a single-site radar, which we've been looking at Birmingham. But then when they go to composite, that is all of the radar sites combined, and the bias is a little bit lower on the composite. So I can guarantee you, if you see red showing up on a composite radar, that is some crazy rainfall rates. And I'll just take the probe and I'll show you. I mean, look at that. That's, and I know a lot of you don't know what that means, but anytime you get over about 20, you're getting into some decent rainfall, and we're at 55 right there, 55.3 dBz. So that's some pretty good rainfall taking place right there. And so that's over in Georgia. We got one little bitty spot right there just north of Weehadkee in Randolph County that's at 50 dBz's, but that's a real small area. And then up there around Graham, we've got a little bitty spot of 50 dBz's as well. So things appear to be calming down significantly in Chambers and Randolph. Still a couple of pockets of very heavy rainfall over here in Troup County. All that's moving off to the northeast. And then I want to zoom back out, give you a wide shot of what we're looking at across the southeast. I know it gets a little muddy when I zoom too far out, but you can see some showers over here in northwest Alabama, back over in central Mississippi, just afternoon scattered stuff. Nothing of any great significance, and I don't anticipate any more problems this evening across East Alabama. A few showers, and it's going to be cloudy, no question about that, and we may go through this again tomorrow. But severe weather does not seem to be a major threat over the next couple of days. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up. Again, I invite you to go over to DrDonWX.com, download the Dr. Don Weather app. You'll be supporting us. Also, there are links there on the website at the top where you can make a donation to us if you would like to support us, and we would ask if you can to do that, and it doesn't matter what the amount is. And also, there's a link there at the top of the page on the menu where you can purchase the T-shirt. Wait a minute, I got to show you the T-shirt. When it's severe, Dr. Don is here. Now, all the proceeds after cost from the sale of this shirt's going back to the Randolph County tornado victims, going to the Corinth Volunteer Fire Department, and they're still helping folks down there in Randolph County. So be sure you get your Dr. Don T-shirts while you're over there downloading the app, and check out our website. There's a lot of cool stuff there. If you or someone you know owns a business and you would like to become a partner with Dr. Don, you can go over to our website. At the menu up there, click on More. I don't remember if it says More or Other. I think it says More. And then there's a whole section down there where you can read about how you can become a partner and help support us here on Dr. Don's weather page. So we hope that you'll take a moment to do that as well. If you have a business, we have support packages to fit any budget. So it doesn't matter. Whatever you can afford, we'd love to have you on, and you help support us, and we help support you at the same time. If you go over there and click on that link, click on the More link, and go down to support Dr. Don. All right, folks, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We will see you back in here first thing tomorrow morning with your prime time forecast. I think we stay mostly cloudy the rest of the afternoon, maybe a few showers continuing for another hour or so, and then it should be a mostly cloudy night. A passing stray shower can't be ruled out during the overnight hours as well. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you back in here tomorrow morning on Dr. Don's Weather. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you tuning in.